Hello, this is Don Anders, and welcome to the Florida Retirement System podcast. And we're going over the 3 drop exit options, drop payout options, here with Alex Stigman, our fictional firefighter, about to exit drop. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm feeling very good about it. But again, a lot of choices to make here, a lot of differences. They might seem subtle, but in the long run, they can really be huge.
Yeah. I think the pension option and investment plan, that's probably the most important financial decision you're ever going to make. This is probably second.
Okay.
For most people. So let's get into the third option, and we have our cute names. You ready for this one?
Yes, I love it.
The Alaskan cruise ship option.
The Alaskan, wow. Out of I Love Uncle Sam, Stop, Drop, and Roll, and an Alaskan Cruise, I think I know which one sounds the best.
So the Alaskan cruise ship, the reason we use that is we're in Florida.
Yeah.
And Alaskan cruises are usually in July and August when it's about 190 degrees here.
And you might want to sneak away.
That's it. And you get to go and look at icebergs and are there penguins there? No, that's Antarctica.
Yeah,
it's close enough.
Yeah.
But anyways, so if you decide to take an Alaskan cruise or you decide to pay off your house or whatever else, what option number 3 does, it's a partial amount that you take out and the rest gets rolled over.
Okay.
So it's kind of a hybrid of 1 and 2.
Okay.
So you say, okay, and we say Alaskan Cruise, let's say you want to pay off some credit cards.
Yep.
Let's say you want to remodel your kitchen, and you say, I need $15,000. Okay, well, we're going to take out enough to pay it. Now, let's say it's $10,000, okay, just for round numbers' sake.
Sure.
Because that's usually the number that a lot of people say. It's $10,000. Well, you would actually have to take out $12,500 because they take 20% off the top and send it to the IRS. They're going to take $2,500, send it to the IRS, and then you're going to get a check for $10,000, and then the rest we're going to roll over to wherever you'd like.
So it's kind of like having your cake and eat it too. You don't have to make a decision of getting it or rolling it. You can kind of do a little bit of both.
Yeah, and so another thing that you have to make sure, a lot of people don't realize, your first pension check is going to come at the end of the month after you retire. So if you retire June 1st, your first pension check isn't going to come until the end of July. So what you might want to do is take out a little bit of money to make sure you're covered, because the drop money will come about the 10th to the 20th usually of the month after you retire. So if you need a little extra money to get you through to your first pension check, that might be a good place to take it from.
That's a good point. All right. Anything else we need to know, particularly about the third option, or anything about how you go about making this decision?
No. There's these 3 options that we talked about. Make sure you listen to all of them.
Okay.
But what I would recommend for everybody, and we talked about the last podcast, go to our webinar. We put together a webinar just about rolling your money over from drop. It's specifically, if you were exiting drop and you're looking for rollover options or thinking about it, even if you think you know where to roll it to, go listen to it. Worst case scenario is you get a little bit more information or reaffirm that that's where you want to go. And you can get there by going to www.frsdropwebinar.com. That's www.frsdropwebinar.com. And it's specifically set up to go over your different drop options. We're going to talk about this a little bit more. We talk about the time frame, the timetable of when you should roll things over and when you shouldn't, and also give you some recommendations on, hey, should I use the investment plan? Should I use an IRA? Should I use a Roth? And we go over all of that, and also a little bit about investing too, and just kind of some basic investing knowledge that you need to know.
Very good. Well, I appreciate you going over the 3 drop payout options. I'm not a guy that likes to have options, but when I can kind of conceptualize and understand them a little better, definitely makes it easier. So I appreciate it, Don.
My pleasure. The purpose of this podcast is for educational purposes only. If you want more information, more education, please visit www.frsdrop.com. And that's our webpage where you can download more information. You can register for one of our webinars. You can even request an appointment for our team. And let me stress, this is education and information. Recommendations are for clients. They're for people that we actually meet with. And if you'd like to meet with us, we work all throughout the state of Florida. We'd love to do that, and you can also do that on that website. So once again, www.frsdrop.com. And one last thing before we go, this is a serial podcast. So meaning it's going to be about 15 episodes explaining the Florida retirement system, but please make sure that you subscribe, because if there's any types of updates or anything pertinent to your retirement, we're going to update it on this podcast. There might end up being multiple updates that would be very important to you. So make sure you subscribe, because then you'll get an alert that there's a new episode. Also, if you have someone that would benefit from this, someone that you work with, someone that you know that's in the Florida retirement system, please consider sharing this with them, and please consider giving us a 5-star review.
Don Anders is an investment advisor representative and insurance professional, helping individuals create financial strategies using a variety of investment and insurance products to custom suit their needs and objectives. Insurance and annuity product guarantees are backed by the financial strength and claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. We are not affiliated with the U.S. government or any governmental agencies. Securities and advisory services offered through Madison Avenue Securities, LLC, member FINRA SIPC, and a registered investment advisor. Madison Avenue Securities and Don Anders are not affiliated companies.